friendship that has helped cultivate me and groom me into who I am. And I'll so appreciative of that and can never return what Tennessee agriculture has given me.
Good morning, everybody. We're back today. We are back today. Missed y'all. There's Holly. Look at her. What? I was telling everybody you made it on time.
I'm in here.
No, she just walked in.
I've been here.
She just walked in. You gotta get behind it.
That's what she said.
Go live over here on Instagram.
Josh, tell everybody what this is.
Well, that's how do you feel it?
Well, I can't get all the way down there.
That's what she said. It's brave. Morning, Pam. I think I said that already. Oh, let's see.
I feel like all the monitors in the studio are down. The radio out there is down. What y'all been doing in here?
Well,
having a quiet party?
The engineer was in here the other day and he had it turned all the way up. And that's why I came in and turned it down. And the radio out there was loud. And I was trying to talk to him, so I turned it down. We give that microphone. Microphone there. That one stays up. It don't got that weight on it.
I passed the girl one on.
She was going to the house. It looked like I called her. She didn't answer the phone.
Huh.
Morning, Annette. Good to have you with us. Everybody have a good weekend, I hope.
You know, bananas. It's like when I crave something to eat, or I don't ever crave a banana, but when I'm eating it, it's like this is
good.
This is good stuff.
Don't eat the bananas.
I think that about apples too.
I love apples.
I don't love apples, but when I'm eating an apple, I'm like, dang, I should eat more apples.
Probably keeps the doctor away. So I'm told. Got one for a snacky later. Brought one apple.
What time are you working out?
Who knows? Maybe never.
Maybe never.
Maybe after morning coach. Maybe after I got to do the 3 o'clock hour for Tiffany's show, but I don't have to do the 4 o'clock. So.
Which coach?
Taylor.
Oh, Coach T on the Facebook. There's no snare in my headphones.
Get away from the busy man's phone.
Good Monday morning to you, everybody. Welcome in Thunder Radio Morning Show, back at it live and local in the Unity Medical Center studios. Getting you to work, getting you home from work, getting you to school, wherever it is that you're going. We're glad that you're with us here on Thunder Radio, brought to you each and every day on the morning show by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including the M-Sculpt Neo. Say goodbye urinary incontinence with Dr. Van Winkle's treatments, the M-Cella treatments. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. That's DRVAN Winkle.com. Or go by and visit him at 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. That's 482 Interstate Drive, right across the street from Unity Medical Center here on Interstate Drive. We've got a lot to get to today. Comings and goings. We've got a lot of things we missed over the past few days. We were out Thursday and Friday, and of course the weekend. So we got to do some catching up on all of that. Monday's misconnections, perhaps. Name that something later on in the show. Stupid silly stat. Prizes to give away. We got birthdays. Call yours in anytime on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines at 728-1320. Be glad to take those. Let's take a quick look at your temperature before we get started out there. It's going to be a very hot day. We're settled into kind of a summer pattern here. 70 degrees right now. Going to be right up to around 92 today. And it's lather, rinse, repeat all week long. It's going to be about 90 to 92 every single day. Sunny skies all week long. Temperature update brought to you by our friends at Wisteria Hill Boutique in downtown Manchester. They are always having some kind of sale. Last week they were doing a mystery bag thing. You pay like $15 or $30, something like that, and they give you a mystery bag with all these goodies in it worth way more than $30. So they've always got something happening. That's not necessarily happening today, but keep your eye on them on Facebook, Wisteria Hill Boutique, or go by the store often and just see what they got going on at 205 South Woodland Street in downtown Manchester. They'll be open today from 10 until 6 at Wisteria Hill. On that note, I do believe it's time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. She is by far the looks inside of this studio. She is the president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, and she is one of the main reasons the rockin' world goes round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh, welcome back.
I missed everybody.
I know. I did too. I'm glad we're back. I'm glad we're at it. And glad we're having a good time today.
I was talking to my mom before on my way in because I have found that when I get up and do all of my chores before I go to work, I don't feel the need.
So stressed?
Yeah.
Worried?
So stressed about, I gotta do the dishes and I need to make the coffee and I need to fold laundry. So if I do all that first thing in the morning, I feel like I'm not trying to hurry and leave here.
Yeah.
I hate when I leave stuff unfinished because I'm like, I have to hurry with this
So I
to
can
go
get
deal
home.
with that.
That's how I feel. It's like,
But what do you do at home that you need to get there? I mean, but seriously though, what is it at home that you got to hurry and do?
it's not about going home so much. It's just, like I can't really enjoy myself until I've done with my things, I guess. Like I can't even focus on, I don't know. Maybe I'm wording it. It's a little different, I guess, but I don't do anything at home. I have to get the pool lights done.
You
this
did.
morning.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah. I saw you working. I helped. Thunder Radio Morning Show, comings and goings. What's happening in and around our community? We are 18 days away, Holly, from high school football. The Red Raiders kick it off on August the 23rd. And I guess I got to kick production up in high gear around here. I got a lot of things to do between now and August 23rd.
Speaking of production, I made a really cool 18 days till football video. I made it like last week sometime, and I have been dying to post it. And today's the day, and I'm super excited. I hope it does well.
Find us on Facebook for that.
There's a number 18 on the team, Tommy Miller. I like to change their names. So his is Tommy Killer.
Yeah, Holly doesn't even care what their real nicknames are. She just makes up her own. She does her own thing.
There's a baseball player named Coulter Neal. And one time we went fishing with him, and I called him Coulter Real.
Cool story, bro.
I love that. I love it
Cool
when
story.
I can take their names and turn it into, I don't know.
She feels so accomplished when she does that. She's looking around for somebody to hand her a paycheck for that hard work.
Anyway.
18 days out from high school football, August 23rd. And of course, you can hear the Red Raiders all season long right here on Thunder Radio. And today's the first day that both city and county schools have a full day of school. City's back full time today, and the county's back. They went back full time Thursday for their full day. So we got everybody with us on our ride in this morning. We're glad to have y'all back after a summer break, all you kids.
I want to give a shout out to all the teachers and the staff for the school systems. When we went back to school, we did not have balloon arches, and it wasn't, all the teachers weren't matching, and it wasn't a fun thing. It was business. You went down, you put your.
And I liked it like that.
Now, my sister was making a balloon creation somewhere pretty kind of late last night, and I was like, "What? We never." They didn't do that when I was in school.
I like the business approach. All this fluffy stuff.
I like doing fun stuff.
Yeah. Morning, Christy. They had fun at the tractor pull. That's good to hear. Dr. Carmine said, "Me too. It's a bit much these days," and that's the thing. It is. We're raising expectations so high that these kids think that we're supposed to throw a party for them just because they go to school. No, you go to school. That's what you do, and you learn. And then when you don't throw a party for them, when they make a B- on their test and they start looking around waiting on somebody to clap in the corner, that ain't the world. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just too old school.
They're just trying to make it a more pleasurable to be there. Who wants to be at work? Nobody. But if they're doing a fun day, like there were days when at the hospital when I worked there that we could wear jeans.
I am racking up people on my team this morning. It is just too much. And I think it takes away the special days like
field
days. And field days a little more exceptional because they're very, but I mean, it takes away some of the effect behind some of those special days because now every day's a special day. So now you have to go even further above and beyond.
Every day is a special day.
Glenn said today's kids are out of this world spoiled. They are.
That's why they call it the present.
Yeah. And that's why when the next world war comes around, I'm probably getting out of this country. I don't know that we're going to be able to hang on.
Say we get into a world war and the grid goes down. I would much rather be in the South.
Oh, no, I feel pretty good about it.
Know how to,
shoot guns.
Or the Midwest.
Yeah, Montana. Something like that. But anyway, yeah, no, I didn't mean to get off on that rant, but I just feel like it's a little much. We got parades.
I enjoy it. I like looking at the pictures and the fun things. I like making balloon stuff.
But we're going to school to learn.
Well, that's debatable. They go.
And that's the thing. These kids, they still act like little turds.
They are, aren't they?
Pardon my language. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on the radio.
That was the first, when we bought the radio station and started doing the show, that was the first hate mail that we got was because I said turd.
She said, you are so improper. It's not very ladylike, Holly.
Well, turd was my nice word.
Yeah, I got some other words to say. Anyway, so welcome back to school today. You have any comings and goings?
Yeah, I do.
Events?
The Hickerson Fire Department.
Hickerson Station Volunteer Fire Department.
Yeah, the Hickerson Station Fire Appreciation Day is going to be August the 10th from 11 a.m. to 3. They're going to have a rifle raffle.
That's hard to say.
Raffle. Free hot dogs, drinks, chips, cotton candy, snow cones, popcorn. There will be a silent auction indoors.
Okay.
Go check it out. There's also going to be a bounce house, water slide, free food, and get on down there.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Anything else over there? We got middle school football tomorrow night at home, 6:30.
And there's
we'll have it on
high
the
school
radio.
Soccer scrimmage and middle school volleyball, middle school soccer.
A lot of sports start firing up this week.
Getting ready to get real busy, buddy.
Yeah.
Good thing I made the coffee in the morning.
Oh, yeah. She didn't. She did make the coffee.
What did I do wrong?
It wasn't timed. The timer wasn't on. It was ready to make. But when I got up this morning to go pour the coffee.
I didn't hit the delay button?
Nope. So, second time in a week that's happened. So, I just.
I'm mad at myself because the first time it happened, I'm like, that's not going to happen again. So, I'm a little
again
bothered.
Soon.
Somebody's hitting it.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't ready this morning. So, I don't know if I was going to get Holly out of bed. It took her a minute to drag out of there.
If it ain't ready, then I'm just going to lay there until it's ready.
Yeah. Anyway, we were out the past few days after the passing of Rob Clutter. I think everybody's pretty aware of that. But we took Thursday and Friday morning off. After that, we got that news Wednesday, and then we were off Thursday and Friday because honestly, I don't know what we were supposed to do had we come on the air.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what we're supposed to. I don't know how
It's
we're
just
supposed
hard. It's hard to get on and make
a fun show.
a
I
fun
don't know how we're
show.
supposed to come on and make a fun show
Yeah.
for 2 hours after that. So I was like, well, I was planning on going on business as usual. And then a couple people were like, you might want to take a day.
Yeah. Some of our friends were texting and were like, hey, you may need to, make Josh just
Take a day.
take a day.
Well,
yeah.
really, we were taking off Thursday and probably would have been back Friday at least. But we had election coverage Thursday night. So the plan was to take Friday off anyway with election coverage on Thursday. We were planning to be off on Friday. So we missed Thursday and Friday. We missed you guys, but just absolutely tragic events with the passing of Rob. We had the services yesterday, and a lot of people there. Tiffany texted me this morning, said she counted 376 on the sign-in book, and I felt like it was probably every bit as much as 400.
Yeah.
Because there were several people that came in
and couldn't get
and turned right and didn't go down there. So there's a lot of people there for that. It was a packed house and pretty much what you would expect, considering the impact. What's interesting is that's big of an impact. And Rob moved to Manchester about 18 years ago.
Yeah.
Like he's not from here originally. Not that
You wouldn't
precludes you,
wouldn't have known
but you
it.
wouldn't have known that. I mean, he made quite an impact in, 18, 19 years. So that's pretty impressive. So, somber. I asked that everybody's thoughts and prayers be with Tiffany. I've been texting with her some this morning to see how she's doing. Hopefully she'll be back at it in the next day or two. That's her plan anyway. So we'll see her back on the afternoon show. But for now, you get to deal with me on the afternoon show with Connecting Coffee County, and I'll try not to butcher it too bad. Y'all ought to hear me on there. I sound like Holly sounds on the morning show. It's like a fish out of water.
Hey, I feel like I've been doing better.
You've been doing really good. I sound like Holly sounded on the morning show 4 years ago.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. It was awful. No, I try. No, not you. I mean, my afternoon appearance was awful last week. I did 2.
I don't think they were bad.
One of them was okay. One of them was not.
Which one was not?
Well, it was not not the fault of the guest. It was my fault. But I had Mike Winton on to talk about the Tullahoma Downtown Kiwanis Club.
Yeah.
And that's something you probably need preparation for. And I was just.
You thought you could wing it?
Well, no, I didn't think I could wing it. I just didn't have time. I mean,
Oh.
Rob passed on Wednesday. I get a text on Thursday morning from Tiffany saying this is the guest this afternoon. And I'm like, okay. And I just don't really have the time to do it justice. Friday afternoon was a little better. I had Craig Northcott and Garth Seagroves on talking about law changes in the state. And they're attorneys, so they talk a lot. And I'm kind of nerdy that way, so I could get into some of that, and without as much preparation. But I still had to prepare a little bit for that. So we'll see. I mean, today's a new day. We'll see if we...
Who's on today?
We have people from South Jackson Performing Arts going to be on, talking several different things.
They got new seats over there.
They do, yeah. We're going to talk to them, and then at 4:00 we're going to replay the interview with Craig and Garth. It was really good last week, so that's what we're doing this afternoon on Connecting Coffee County. And I think Tiffany plans to be back this week, so we'll keep you up to date. But prayers, if everybody could keep them with them. I know it's a very difficult time for all those folks to lose someone anytime is incredibly hard. But I think at 59 years old, completely unexpected, just out of the blue, it's incredibly cruel. So I think that's a lot of people dealing with a tough time. We're going to have a special tribute show on Friday during Under the Roof. Friday at 9, we have Under the Roof. It was Under the Roof with Rich and Rob forever, and then Under the Roof with Jim and Rob. So I think like Rich is going to come back, and then some old radio folks are going to come back, and they're going to do a tribute show from 9 to 10. And that'll be the final Under the Roof show. So that'll be Friday. So tune in for that if you get a chance. You have anything else here?
No, well done.
Well, we're gonna move on and try to talk morning show. I will say, if something breaks around here now, I really don't know what the heck I'm gonna do, because I'm not the fixer of things. So I better learn. Rob was the kind of our in-house engineer here. Now, when it come to real major repairs, I called another engineer that came down and did them. But for like in-house little things, little soldering of wires and things like
Yeah.
that, he did a lot of that. And so I don't know how he tried to show me how to do it back here. And
You didn't pay attention?
I paid attention, but you're looking through a magnifying glass with this let me tell me if I need to be doing this. You're looking through a magnifying glass. It's just, the tiniest wires using a hot solder that's 500 something degrees to put these wires together, and trying to hold the wires with your little things and get behind the magnifying glass and put them together. I don't feel like that's something I need to be doing, considering
that sounds like something I need to be doing.
My history with hot items. There's an iron mark still on the inside of my forearm.
Not a soldering iron,
No,
a regular house iron.
iron.
He tried to iron his shirt while he was wearing it.
I did not.
Yes, he
do
did.
That.
Burned his forearm.
I did not do that. And then also my history with sharp things. Like, I don't need to be doing that.
No.
So if something breaks around here, we are in some trouble.
I could get into some soldering. I'm crafty.
Yeah.
I've never soldered, but I'd probably be pretty good at it.
We'll get on down there and learn. Turn that into your little lab down there. See if you can fix some stuff. Anyway, morning show here until 8:30 today. We are brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Real quick, let's get you a full weather forecast. I kind of touched on it a minute ago. We're going to be in the low to mid 90s pretty much all week long. Sunny skies. Going to see some patchy fog. It was pretty foggy this morning. You're going to see that throughout the week. You can pretty much guess the overnight lows the same every night too. About 70 degrees right on the dot all week long. It's going to be typical summer weather. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. Spiders, termites, fleas, ants, mosquitoes. Call Patent Pest Control. Let me tell you something. For mosquitoes, you can do one of two things. You can go out and you can get yourself about 30 bats, put them out there in your backyard and see if they can handle the mosquitoes, or maybe just call Patent Pest Control so you don't turn into a werewolf or something, okay? So call Tyler Patton today, 931-247-0781.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment that only takes 30 minutes. This treatment stimulates and builds your muscles, tightens skin, and adds definition. Yes, get the six-pack of abs you've always wanted. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com or visit his new location.
I was saying she hates election time.
Everybody just gets so hateful. Everybody thinks they're right. Nobody can look at something and say, maybe I was wrong.
I guess I don't like the people who get. I don't know how you can objectively look at either candidate and be like, yeah, they're solid. I don't know how you can do that. There's sometimes you can with certain candidates. You can be like, this is a solid person or whatever. But I don't know how you can. I feel like at this point you're picking the lesser of two evils most times, and I feel like you're picking. I don't need somebody who I could care less about some of the things that especially the left is trying to make into hot topic things. I'm like, no, we just need to be able to get the economy right. Y'all see what the stock market did on Friday, and the futures today are already tanked. The Japanese stock market went down 12%. Like, that's concerning.
I don't know enough about
that's concerning.
Stocks and
I could care less about. I mean, I do care about some of these things, but I think we get a little sidetracked by whether this person is a male or female in boxing and what like it's important, but let's focus on it's a priority thing for me. The economy. We all got to have jobs and food on the table before we worry about the other things. And then let's worry about the other things.
That situation is very confused. Like,
Biden's economy is garbage. And what it is. No, it's all propped up inflation money, and it's starting to come crumbling down is what's about to happen, I'm afraid. And I'm a little concerned about that.
The girl went and got a job at Chick-fil-A.
She's at Chick-fil-A, yeah.
$12 an hour.
She'll be there tonight. You'll see her.
Very excited. And when I told, she's trying to calculate how many hours her first week was and times 12 so she can see how much her first paycheck is going to be. And I'm like, well, you got to account for taxes. And she's like, well, is it going to be a lot? And I kind of explained to her how that works. And she says, so I go to work I do all the work, and then they just take my money. They just take it, and I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
And what do you hear? What they spend it on?
That's what gets me. That's what gets me.
I feel like when you do your taxes, you should be able to fill out where your money. Where all right, I'm gonna put military. I'm gonna put maybe infrastructure. I don't know, but I'm not gonna check the mating habits of monarch butterflies or something.
Yeah.
What,
Whatever they're spending millions of
whatever.
dollars on.
I don't know.
I just don't like the mentality. Once the budget has gotten so big, then they start being like, well, it's just $20 million. It's just $30 million. And like, I get it when you start looking at it versus our budget where it was just $10, just $20 because their budget's so large. But I feel like you have to have that mentality to reduce it. You have to cut waste. And there's so much of that. Before long, you've got yourself up to $1 trillion.
They're running the economy fat, aren't they? Like they got all kind of money.
Yeah. What, remember what was it? Kamala said something about childcare. You know, of course, anytime you get the government involved in childcare, I'm going to guarantee you the price is going to skyrocket because the government's going to have subsidies, so they're going to raise their prices. But she said, this is not going to cost you a dime. We are going to pay for it. And I'm like, who the hell's we? You don't have any money. It's not yours. Are you paying for it out of your personal bank account? We aren't paying for anything. That mentality eats me up.
Oh, no.
Under radio management. Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Yeah, the kids go on summer break and they come back expecting like a new show or something, and it's the same bumps and the same voiceovers. And ain't nothing changed, kids. Welcome back to school and all that. Thunder Radio Morning Show is still brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. How about an M-Sculpt Neo treatment? Get them muscles. Get the abs you want. You can do that with in-office treatments. It's very affordable. drvanwinkle.com. That's DRVAN Winkle.com. All right, Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, Josh.
We're here till 8:30 today. I don't even know what's in this segment.
It's a little weekend recap. The ups and downs of the weekend. One of the ups for me is Saturday. We've talked about, how we were putting a pool in and kind of giving updates on that. Well, since the pool has been completed, swimmable, we've had a lot of folks over, and I love it. I love looking out the window and seeing somebody in the pool. We worked hard to get it right, and it don't even have to be my family in the pool. I just like seeing somebody utilizing the pool.
And usually that's the case. You look out there, and Holly's sister is over with her kids, or the neighbors are over swimming. There's usually people in it. Last week there was one day I came home, and my uncle and cousin come over.
Yeah.
My mom's there sometimes. The other day I came home, there was 15 people in that pool. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know who they were. I'm like, who brought these?
It don't matter.
How'd they get here?
Using it.
Yeah.
So, Saturday evening, it was like or I should say afternoon. It wasn't evening. Josh and I had some time, and I think it was the first time you and I had been there alone in the pool.
Yeah. We had a business meeting that day at about 12. Saturday morning did not go well. We had some technical problems.
Oh, yeah.
And I was about to lose it, but I didn't. Borderline. The coach's show sounded like absolute garbage. Hope you didn't listen. If you did, I'm sorry. But we got it done. It didn't sound the best, but we'll be back to normal next week. So, and then we had a business meeting at 12. It went a little long. We got home about 3 o'clock. It's still perfect afternoon sun. And I was like, there's nobody here. The kids were doing their things. I don't know where they were at work, or I think the girl was at work. They were both at work, I think. They were gone. And so it was just us and the sun. And
we played horse. You guys. We played horse, and I beat Josh. First time I've ever beat Josh at horse.
And the basketball goal, the pool goal there.
Maybe the first time I've ever beaten him at anything. I don't, except for like a coloring contest or something, or Pictionary, something like that. But sports wise, because he's not going to let me win. It's not his style, and I appreciate that. No, you did not let me win. Let me tell you, what's this shot right here?
It's a hook shot.
He shot the basketball, and it went out of the pool.
Yeah, this is the level of, you ever play with somebody who just catches some level of fire in whatever sport? or in anything where they're just so lucky, like you play poker and they just got a full house every time. Like, it's like there's no way that's
Whatever.
it's still,
However
it's
you
just
need to justify
luck.
that in your
And
head.
she's
I told you I'm
terrible
really
athlete.
good at
She's
shooting
a-
stuff.
She's a terrible.
Like trash and paper. When I go to shoot it in a trash can, a lot of times on the first shot, I always make it.
Well, anyway, you ever go up against somebody where like they're just a level of hot that there's nothing you could do. There's nothing you can do.
There was nothing he could do.
It's kind of like Tennessee, South Carolina a couple years ago. When Tennessee went to South Carolina, they were undefeated. A lot of people were talking about them getting the playoffs, and they go to South Carolina, and I don't think their defense stopped Spencer Rattler one single time. They scored a touchdown on every possession of the game, and that was Holly. She didn't miss anything.
I was standing outside of the pool on the concrete, and I hook shot it, and it made it nothing but net.
She
It was unbelievable.
She was behind the goal, 15 feet to the side, and just threw it up, and it goes in.
He shot, missed. I got him. I said, "Here, let me do another hook shot." And I was in the middle of the pool, and I shot it. Swoosh. He couldn't hit nothing.
It was pitiful. It was embarrassing, really. I got to the point where I was like, I'm gonna go up here and just hit layups, and then miss one.
Missing, yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna shoot layups, just little bank shots, and hopefully she'll eventually mess up. That's usually my game when I play horse, like on a real court, is I shoot easy stuff and wear you down. That's what I used to get on the blocks and just bank stuff in. You just go around. Eventually,
I was wondering why you kept.
Well, I had to resort to that. I couldn't hit anything. I mean, nothing.
So that
was terrible.
That felt good to beat you. I was pretty proud of myself. One of the not so bright moments for me. I was at home Saturday. No, Friday. I was at home Friday, and someone pulled in. I was home alone, and I was like, someone's here. I wasn't expecting anybody to be.
And she texted me. She said, somebody's rolling up in here.
I didn't know if you knew.
And I'm like, I don't know. Go out there and see what they want.
So I did. I went out there, and, the guy pulled the truck up in front of the garage, and I come out through the garage, and I wanted him to see me. I didn't know if he was maybe waiting to see if anybody was home. So, I waved, but the window was tinted, and I couldn't see in. And I thought maybe he was writing something down, or maybe he was maybe he did wave and I just didn't see it. So I stood there a minute. It was awkward because I was standing in front of the truck waiting on him to get out. And, so what do? Do you just stare? No, you don't stare into the truck. So I fiddled with something over here on the workbench, act like I was do. Like I was working until he got out of the truck and told me who he was. And as I was standing there, I saw someone at the back of the house. He had already gotten out. There was nobody in the truck at all. He was already in the back of the house. He was it
was an appraiser.
Yeah.
It was basically an appraiser.
Like,
just waving at that truck.
Well,
what's the matter with you? You're so socially awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. She didn't tell me that story. She told me
saving.
somebody was there, and I was like, okay, that's cool.
It's like that time I was at Prater's, and it was like for a fundraiser for, I want to say basketball or baseball.
It was a baseball auction we were there for.
And out of the corner of my eye, I felt this guy staring at me. I was like, I don't know, it was kind of creepy. It got to a point where I got irritated. So I finally looked over at him like, what are you looking at, buddy? And it was a cardboard cutout. It was just a cardboard cutout of his man. Anyway, I thought I didn't like the way he was looking at me or something. I felt his eyes burning into the side of my head. Yeah.
Very realistic looking. She showed it to me, and I was like,
it looked
pretty lifelike cardboard cutout.
It's not one of those great big ones where it's not. It looked like it was true to size.
Perfect scale.
Let's see. What else?
We got your mom to eat some asparagus this weekend. That's a thing. She's
My
never
mom-
had a green.
My mama doesn't eat vegetables. She'll eat potatoes, I think.
Corn, probably.
She don't
No,
eat
she don't eat
corn.
corn. I heard her say that, yeah. potatoes. I think that's about the only vegetable she may eat.
I don't know how she's not got like rickets or scurvy or something.
Well, we made her some asparagus.
So
yesterday.
last night
Well,
she
you're gonna
tried
try the
asparagus for the first time, and she,
She was munching
I don't
on
know,
it like Bugs Bunny on a carrot.
like I don't know if she retracted her tongue and just like made the chewing motion and tried not to let her tongue touch, and she goes, "This is not bad." and my dad tried asparagus for the first time.
He
too.
liked it.
He liked it.
He went back and got more. And then
He said, "I might order this at a restaurant."
She ordered,
now.
but she got one more piece later. I don't know that she was sold on it, but it was good. So I don't know how you can I don't know how you can objectively eat that asparagus and be like, this is not good.
Did you like the seasoning on it?
Yeah. I mean, Holly seasons it up so strong, it don't even taste like asparagus. It just tastes like seasoning. And it's good. And
I this weekend, Josh, Friday night, I guess it was, or was it the night? It don't really matter. Anyway, I had picked up a couple steaks to cook on the grill. We hadn't cooked on the grill in a while. And so I was reading up on tips because we've got our friend, loyal listener named Trey, and he's all the time posting the foods that he's cooking. And I'm like, I want to eat that. I want to eat that kind of food, good food. And so I look, it said that you needed to let the steak get to room temperature. You need to get it out of the fridge and it cooks better. It said cold meat is tough meat.
okay.
So and then it was like, put your salt, meat tenderized it.
I wish everybody was watching the show right now to see Holly's hand motions.
And I got the fancy, like the salt and pepper that are in grinders, and I massaged that into the steak meat, a little bit of garlic salt on there, and, let it get to room temperature. Well, then I slathered them steaks in butter all over.
Slathered them up.
Put them on the grill. They might have been the best steaks I had ever made. I tried it again last night, and they were okay, but
the first time the steak came from Spring Street, the second time we were at the funeral home yesterday, and we needed to grab them for dinner, and we just swung by Walmart, and so and Spring Street was not open on Sundays, so it was not the best meat, I don't think.
But I think
it was still good. It just wasn't as
figuring
good.
out cooking a little more.
But we let them rest for the first time ever. We never let them rest. We pull them things off the grill and we're like, let's eat. So I let them rest for their 5
Josh
or 6
wraps them in a little aluminum foil.
We tried that for the first time, and that made a difference. But we can't afford to do that often because steaks be expensive.
It'll be chicken thighs.
Yeah, we'll have them chicken quarters, buddy. You can get
chicken quarters are good. That dark meat is juicy.
You can feed the whole lunchroom at the school for $15. chicken quarters.
Oh.
All right, we got other things to do this morning. Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. We're moving right along today. How about that? Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. As many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. Breast augmentations available right here in Manchester with Dr. Van Winkle.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio. Your home.
Ashley don't eat vegetables neither.
Who's that? Jessica?
Yeah.
Ashley don't eat vegetables?
She said so. That's where Ashley gets it from. So I don't know if that's what she's talking about. Well, her mama tried asparagus, so Ashley needs to try. We'll grill some up.
I think it's asparagus.
Asparagus.
More than one.
We're not doing Brussels sprouts. Get over it.
I like Brussels sprouts.
We tried to make Brussels sprouts, and they were nasty.
I tried to make Brussels sprouts in the oven with ingredients that I just had there, but there's gotta be a good recipe for Brussels sprouts out there because I've had them.
where they came from. Morning, Trey. We're talking about you a minute ago. Holly made some good steaks this weekend.
I did. What else did I make good? That whole dinner was big back dinner. That's a phrase, big back. Like when you have a big old plate of food and it's like you're about to tear it. That means you're a big back.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm learning more and more slang.
The girl one told me, like when you fill your plate and you're about to throw down, that's you got big back energy or something. Let me Google it. I'm getting good at the asparagus too. Big back.
No, I grilled them. Smoked. I didn't smoke them. Cooked them on the smoker, but I cooked them fast. Bake what? You talking about the steaks or talking about something else?
What do you say?
You said bake them, and then I was talking about the steaks, but you may be talking about something else.
I was talking about asparagus.
Oh, she baked the asparagus. I just spun around, saw that, and I thought he was talking about the steaks. Kevin said, "Gotta have bacon with the Brussels sprouts."
I've seen recipes where they wrap them in bacon and cook them.
Well, that make anything better, probably.
I do love bacon.
Put a little bacon on it, a little man candy. You know, a little man candy. We got a busy day today.
Remember the video, the 18 days until football?
Yeah, I do.
And then I have the one that's the plain one that I showed you at first, and then I have one that says Tommy Miller.
Yeah, I remember.
Maybe I should just post the plain one. Maybe the Tommy Miller one is too much.
Do whichever you want.
What do you think? You didn't like, because I could tell by your reaction you didn't like the.
No, I liked it. I like it. You do what you want.
But what do you think?
Well, they're both good. Sarah's given us some recipes for bacon wrap Parmesan Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yes. I love Parmesan. And I love bacon.
I don't like Brussels sprouts, but I think if you wrap it in enough junk, they'll be good. Why don't we just eat bacon? Why do I got to use it to disguise the nasty taste of Brussels sprouts?
There's a restaurant in Nashville that I went to. It's called 60 Vines. Best Brussels sprouts I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Yeah. And I want to go back to Nashville and park and walk to this restaurant again just for those Brussels sprouts.
Really?
Yeah.
I will not go with you. Somebody else go.
Hey, what do you think?
Drizzle on maple syrup. Sarah says, you got drizzle on little maple syrup. Look, you have syrup and bacon and Parmesan. Hell, that all sounds good. What?
Nothing.
No, that all sounds good to me.
Forgot what I was going to say. Shoot.
I texted our yard cutting kid this morning. I'm like, what are you doing?
Huh?
So I texted our yard cutting kid this morning. I'm like, you around or?
Did he respond?
Not yet. I don't know what's happening, but I mean, the grass didn't grow for like 3 weeks when it was so hot and dry. But now that it started raining, it did all that rain. Now, I mean, like our yard, I cut it, what, Thursday or Friday? Friday, I think. Cut it Friday morning, midday, and it needs cutting out.
And subscribe to Cancel Culture Thinking. You know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Welcome back. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Glad to have you with us. Josh and Holly here. Plenty of ways to catch the show. AM 1320. That's the OG. That's the original signal here since 1957. You can also listen at FM 107.9. FM 106.7 worldwide on the Manchester Go smartphone app, thunder1320.com. Click on listen now, or you can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram today. Search for Thunder Radio. Give us likes and subscribes and be a part of the show. We usually keep the conversation going during the break. It was a very long discussion about Brussels sprouts during the break. And we get some updates from Sarah here. She sent us, Sarah Doak, we appreciate her sending that to us. She sent us a link to a recipe, and then she's like, well, you put a little bacon on it, a little Parmesan on it, and then she drizzles a little maple syrup on it. And I'm like, yeah, let's just have pancakes. Let's have pancakes and bacon. That sounds better than Brussels sprouts. Like if I put enough junk on it, I'm sure it'll taste better. Let me put a little chocolate syrup on it too. I like chocolate.
Chocolate covered Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, I mean, let's put chocolate on anything. It'll be all right. I saw that sweet and savory
as an April Fool's joke because cake pops are about the same size as a Brussels sprout. So people were putting Brussels sprouts on the stick and dipping it in the chocolate and telling folks they were cake pops or kids or whatever.
Oh, I don't ever like cake pops.
I don't either. I think they're dry.
Yeah, I don't like cake much. I know by looking at me, you think that's a lie. I like pie. I like cake. It just has to be like, it dries out too easy, you know? Even if it's just a little bit dry, I'm not eating that. I don't like the icing. I like the cake. Like, I eat it for the actual cake. So if I have to use the icing to disguise the taste of the cake, I don't want it.
Like
I like pie, though.
Like a sock it to me cake is good. A sundrop cake, I feel like those are always
they've got to be moist.
Moist cakes.
I know that word is
makes
debatable.
People cringe,
for people, but that's the word.
What do you call it?
That's the word you have to use for cake.
Not dry cake.
It has to be moist. I was trying to avoid using it, but we're gonna break the seal.
If you have
and we're
another word that could be used to describe cake that's moist, give it to us.
It's got to be really moist for me to enjoy it. Now we got games to play, Holly. But first, what's happening over at Prater's Barbecue?
Today they've got hamburger steak, spaghetti, chicken tenders, smoked pulled pork, red parm potatoes, sweet baby carrots, green beans, pasta salad, coleslaw, and side salad. Get your choice of a meat, 2 sides, a drink, and bread, all for just $9.99. Find Prater's at 620 Woodbury Highway.
All right, games to play. Holly, tell us how we're going to play today, please.
All right. We're playing Name That Theme Song. It's a theme song from a popular TV series. Josh is going to play 1, 2, and a 3-second clip. Once you have figured it out, give us a call on the Ben Lomond hotline. The area code is 931-728-1320.
Good. I got 2 tickets to Beach Bend Park we're going to give away here. We got to get these tickets gone. Summer is over, but summer ain't over. Beach Bend Park's still open. You still have fun, so it'll be a good weekend trip. So I got 2 tickets to Beach Bend Park. If you can name this theme song. Not a lot to work with right there. We're getting a guess on Facebook that is incorrect.
Not tune. Name that
TV theme.
Show.
Yeah, name the show. Yeah, not the name of the song. I want the show that this was the theme for. Let's go 2 seconds because there's not a lot to work with there. Yeah, no, there's not a lot to work with there.
No, you know now.
That gives you a little more. It's an older show.
Da, 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 da.
Hated this show.
What?
Hated it.
I loved it.
Garbage. Show.
I watched it with my meemaw all the time.
Some of them older shows I really liked. This one, no. If it was on, I'm getting out of the house. I don't even want to watch this. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. Go sit on the back porch or something.
It's a good show.
Name this TV theme. 728-1320 to win 2 tickets to Beach Bend Park and bragging rights, of course, for the day. Again, a lot of guesses over on Facebook that are wrong.
Good. I'm glad I'm winning.
So now the Facebook guesses theoretically, in theory, they don't count. They can play over there, but nobody's gonna win. You got to call in to actually win the prizes. 728-1320. But we have had a lot of guesses over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 different 8 guesses, and none of them are right.
Oh, good.
I don't think I may have missed one. It kind of goes fast. Gave you the 3 right there. There's the 3.
That's all you're getting. Ba-da.
Everybody is wrong, so it makes me wonder if they're right and you're wrong. Like I'm like,
No, they are not.
is everybody
right.
getting it right? But
No.
Holly put
I'm
the.
100% sure.
Give us a hint here. When did this show run? Generally,
It started.
when did it run?
It started in the 70s and it ran for 9 seasons.
Morning show.
Little House on the Prairie.
Little House on the Prairie. Yes, that is the right answer. Good job. What's your name?
Pam.
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 Good job, Pam. Come on by. I got a couple of tickets to Beach Bend Park for you, okay?
All right, thanks.
Well, thank you.
Did-
I think I lost her there.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
No,
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you want to
he
talk to
never
Pam?
lets me talk. I wanted to ask her if she liked it.
Pam, did you like Little House on the Prairie?
You can respond on Facebook. It's
Or you can
fine.
call back. It's cool. We had a lot of guesses on Facebook. Wings, Dynasty. What is Dynasty? A lot of people guess Dynasty.
I've never
I don't
seen
know
it.
what that is.
I didn't. Is that the one where the little guy's like, they playing, boss?
I don't know if I watched it. Golden Girls. A lot of Dallas.
That's Dallas.
Um,
I can't
Little
believe.
Outhouse on the Farm. Did he mean Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah. Who
Uh,
was it?
That was Glenn.
Yeah.
Falcon Manor. 90210.
I that opening scene
Chips.
was so iconic. You know, when what was it? What was Michael Landon's character? Charles Ingalls. Charles and Caroline are sitting on the little buggy and the kids are running down the field and they're smiling, watching their kids run down the field. But this morning when I was getting the clip, I just know I would be the mama that would be yelling from the carriage like, watch out for snakes. Don't get your clothes dirty. Like I would just constantly be nagging.
When was that set?
Oh, let's see.
Because in reality, I feel like a lot of them would have died of some disease.
You got dysentery.
Yeah, like an Oregon Trail.
Let's see.
I hate that show.
Josh,
No, I'm sorry.
That's quality cinema.
Nah. I'll just watch my
When the
Dexter.
sister went blind, are you kidding me?
No, I ain't watching that.
Give me a break.
I'm not hating on anybody who does like it. That's the difference. I cannot like it and you can like it. And that's cool.
I'm just surprised that well, no, I'm not. You're a guy. I think that's more of a woman's show. 1870s.
Yeah. See, I feel like there would have been more health problems.
You didn't watch the show. People were all the time dying
Were they?
and bad things happening.
Jessica Addison said, I never liked it either. Cheesy as the Waltons. Yeah, I didn't
watch
like the Waltons either.
I felt like Little House on the Prairie had
Yeah.
serious issues and problems. It wasn't like all Full House where they're just hugging on the farm. You know, they had
Sweep them dirt floors. I forgot about the Waltons. I'm glad she brought that up. That's a good comparison.
never seen the
I saw some of the
Waltons.
Waltons. Awful. To me. I
is
mean,
that where they say, "Not Jim Boy"?
Yeah, that's the Waltons.
Yeah, I never watched that.
I forgot about that until she brought. I forgot all about that show.
Did you ever watch the Brady Bunch?
I
I watched a
did
little.
watch the Brady Bunch.
I watched it. It wasn't my favorite. It was like a last.
Their yard made me mad. Like, why do they have AstroTurf? Is it supposed to be real grass?
Do we like the name that? Do we like the name that show theme song?
I like that.
Okay.
I mean, we got some wrong guesses, right? It's a little different. We can play that for a while.
May do that. The kids, I feel like the kids listening are not going to know.
Well, they want to play the stat. That's what they
That's
want
what
to play.
That's what everybody's here for.
And we're going to catch that next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. So don't go anywhere. We'll do that in just a minute. Quick temperature update for you out there. We're heating up quickly. It's going to be a hot day today. We're already up to 75, headed for 92. Sunny skies today. Overnight low of around 70. Some patchy fog in the morning, much like you saw today. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. Wisteria Hill in downtown Manchester. Got all the good deals. 205 South Woodland Street for Wisteria Hill.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
This is Katie Northcott with Thunder Radio, bringing you Monday's news. Lee announced $5.7 million.
Okay.
Little Laura Ingalls and her pigtails.
No, I just wasn't a big fan. But whatever, it's cool. We can agree to disagree. It's not a big deal.
And old Nellie. I didn't like her at all. What a mean gal.
22. Ooh, text message. Yeah, hand washing time. She's been drinking her water today. Give her credit there. Trying to hear if I can hear the water. I never heard the sink water.
Shut up, you rascal.
I can hear the sink water from here. I didn't run.
Smell my hands.
No, I'm not doing that. Ain't doing it. Oh, goodness. There's going to be a late workout for me today. Probably get there about 4. JC says, smell your own hands.
Flowery fresh. Sparkling clean.
I took the soap, took it out of the bathroom before she went in there.
Didn't?
There's not even soap in there. There's not even soap in there.
Go fill my paper towel.
There's no soap in there.
There is soap in there.
Threw it away. See if she'd lie to y'all.
Don't make me get started on
Tell
your
everybody
shirt.
I didn't hem my shirts.
No, let's get started talking about him.
Tell everybody I don't hem my shirts, and then I'll tell them you washed your hands.
I can tell them you don't hem your shirts, Josh, but they can look at you and tell that you do.
My biceps fill them, Holly. Just is what it is.
They feel them now because they're hemmed.
No.
Tell these people you don't walk through the house just like, feel my arms, Holly.
I don't
Feel
do
these hem sleeves.
I don't hem my shirts. It's not true. These people don't even believe in you.
It don't matter if they believe me.
Charlie Roberts. Find the direct link for tickets.
We keep old Connie in good business.
Who's Connie?
The seamstress that hems your shirts.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. What?
Nothing. I feel like I should do something here like
Your job? It'd be good.
like draw a picture.
No, you don't. It's fine.
I need a marker.
No.
Give me a marker.
We've got less than a minute before we come back. Let's
I
just.
can draw something.
We just wasting paper. We ain't got no markers. We got some. There's a marker. There, catch.
Don't throw it. Don't hit me in my teeth, buddy.
Well, I would not hit you. I paid enough money for them teeth. And that went right through her hand. See, that's proof positive. Her basketball yesterday was just pure luck. It's just a day, man. Sometimes you just got to nod your cap. Sometimes other teams just having a day.
You didn't. Why would you not toss it to me? Why would you throw it so hard?
Sarah said, draw Josh's biceps.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ready? So here is.
They're pretty flat. The triceps where it's at. You gotta get the back of the arm. How are things over at Baker Brothers, Sarah?
This is his fist. And here's his shirt sleeve so tight.
This is not even accurate.
Boom.
Holly is the planner, the brains, and the looks. She just needs Josh to push all the fancy buttons.
The snowflake button makes it cold, cold, cold. Set temperature makes it hold, hold, hold.
This is the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Manchester's only live and local morning show. Glad to have you with us on Thunder Radio, Manchester's community station since 1957. Josh and Holly, glad to be with you. Brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle, and there's many great ways to make you look great, function great, feel great, including Emsella treatments. Say goodbye to urinary incontinence. So you can go run, play with the kids, the grandkids, jump on the trampoline, do a little working out without having any problems. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com, 482 Interstate Drive. This is a non-invasive treatment and affordable. Have it done on your lunch break. Learn more again at drvanwinkle.com. Find him across the street from Unity Medical Center. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, Josh.
Getting everybody back to school today. Y'all watch those school zones, city and county, full days ahead for everybody. I'm sure there's parades or whatever they do for the first day back at school. I'm surprised the Titans cheerleaders aren't there. For all this ruckus.
Well, they need to know education is important.
It is important. They also need to know that
Hey,
nobody
kids.
is going to stand and clap for you for your C-.
Listen, I just a little PSA, a reminder.
Don't be a turd.
Don't be a turd.
I knew that was coming.
Your teachers are, hanging on by a thread of
Behave
their
yourself.
If I see you out, I'm gonna whip you. Y'all just tell me which ones are being.
Don't worry, she wouldn't whip her own kids. It's fine. All right, we got games to play, Holly. It's time to get the phones dialed up. 728-1320. It's time for the stupid, silly statistics.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid, silly stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. So Freedom Automotive, they're really pushing their tires. Got big tire sales right now. But tires can get expensive. You need a set of tires on your truck or your car. Don't mess around with safety. But maybe you don't have $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 for a new set. They offer financing. Go by and see them at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard, right in front of College Street Elementary School. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience. Holly?
I feel like it's going to be a little difficult today. 40% of men and 10% of women had done this in their life. What is it? 40% of men and 10% of women have done this in their life. What is it?
728-1320 to take your guesses this morning on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. We would love to hear from you. Take your guesses. If you get the right answer, I got 2 tickets to Beach Bend Park. Hopefully. I think I still got some left back there. And if you get the wrong answer, then you get to call back and try again. It's not that big a deal. And you also win bragging rights. 728-1320. Read it again.
40% of men have done this, and only 10% of women have done this in their life. So 40% of men and 10% of women have done this in their life. So not a lot of women are doing it. Almost half of men. You are typing feverishly over there.
Well, I was going to put it up on the screen.
I got you.
So I just have to get over there and do that. There we go. So people can see it. Morning show.
Go fishing.
Go fishing. Good guess, but not it. Probably more than 40% of men would go fishing.
Probably more than
I could
10
buy into
women.
that answer.
That's a good guess.
I could buy into that answer if it said 95% of men and 10% of women. I could buy into that guess. I'm not saying that would be right. I could just, but 40% is a low number for men.
10% is a low number for women.
There's a surprisingly a large amount of kids who have not gone fishing. Older kids. Like I'll ask them, like on the coach's show, like, have you ever been fishing? They're like, no. And I'm like, what? Never? Let's get a pole and go fishing. Somebody take this kid fishing, please. I'm not the one to do that.
You've not been fishing a whole lot.
No, but I've been fishing plenty.
I've never been boat fishing on a boat.
Really? Leslie says change the oil in the car. That's a pretty good guess right there. Not it, though. Not it. Stupid silly stat today. 40% of men and 10% of women, it says 10% of women, 10% of women have done this in their life. What is it? 728-1320 to take your guesses. First person with the right answer is going to win 2 tickets to Beach Bend Park that you can use before the end of the summer for good fun. And wrong, you also win bragging rights. Wrong answers, you get to call back and try again. Morning show.
Good morning. Did it admit to being wrong?
Admit to being wrong. Good one. Not it, though.
Well.
Morning show.
Do you have a winner?
Not yet.
I just came in. Is it Fix a Flat?
Oh, good try. But no, not it. Good try. Fix
You know who fixes flats at our house? This girl.
Me. Okay, we've had fishing, change the oil, admit to being wrong, or fix a flat. None of that is right.
Tell me when I need to give a hint, and I will.
You can go ahead.
It's going to be a hobby of some kind.
All right, it's going to be a hobby of some kind. All right. Good hint there. 40% of men, 10% of women have done this in their life. What is it? And Holly's hint is it's going to be a hobby. This is not something you have to do. Morning show.
Build a model.
Build a model. I get great guess.
That is a good guess.
Not it. So I remember I tried to build the model cars, like the little model race car. So many parts.
And you got to break them out of that little cage they're in.
And they hurt.
And the little pieces are
thousands
sharp
of
and hard.
pieces. I'm out.
My uncle did that.
Morning show.
Is it play golf?
Play golf is a really good try, but that's not it. Thanks for trying. Morning show.
Woodworking.
Woodworking, good try, but no, not it. Woodworking.
I like to do all
That's
of those
broad.
things.
I got to do some woodworking soon. We got to do some work in our shop. I'll find some time. 40% of men, 10% of women have done this in their life. What is this? Morning show.
How about go hunting?
Go hunting. Good guess, but not it. Not it.
I've never been hunting.
Morning show.
Welding.
What'd you say?
Welding.
Welding. Oh, yeah. Great guess, but no, not it. I welded in high school.
I never welded anything.
Well,
this is more of a hobby.
More of a hobby, which
I guess welding, you could be creative with that.
I don't think you do it as a hobby. I don't know, maybe. So I welded in high school in ag class. No clue what I was doing. I was just like, there's you're supposed to see this through this mask. I can't see nothing. I'm just holding the torch in front of me blindly. Morning show.
Yeah, would it be gardening?
Gardening, good try, but not it. Gardening. No, not it. 40% of men have done this, 10% of women. So gardening, I feel like, would probably get more women involved. Not it. This 40% of men, 10% of women have done this in their life. The hint was it's going to be more of a hobby. Morning show.
Football.
Football, good guess.
Good try.
I feel like that's
not it.
Close.
We got to, and now that school's back, I got to try to get the stats started earlier in the show, by the way. So, sorry, kids, if I'm a little late today. I'll do better tomorrow.
We'll do better.
Yeah, I was welding, and I just, Joe Pettigo was a teacher, and he was talking about these things that you'll do and see, and you're doing this bead, and I'm like, I literally can see nothing. I see nothing. Is my torch on? I'm just holding it in front of me, just moving it from side to side. I'm like, I hope I'm doing something. I don't know. Incredibly dangerous. And I hear all this commotion one day and a bunch of screaming. And I'm like, I've done something. I stopped my thing and I opened my hood, and to the right, this kid's pants caught on fire. And I'm like, did I do that?
Did you?
No, it was his own fault. Morning show.
Hunting.
Hunting?
Yeah.
Good try. Not it. Morning show.
Does it play chess?
Play chess. Not it.
That's a great guess.
Not it.
The boy one loves to play chess, and every now I have to make myself play because
I probably should learn.
it's a little difficult. Like Sometimes I still have to ask him which pieces are allowed to go which ways.
He
But
beats me because I don't know what to do. He's like, he just tells me where to move. I'm like, okay. 728-1320 playing Stupid Silly Stat brought to you by Freedom Automotive. 40% of men, 10% of women have done this in their life at some point. What is it? And we do not have the right answer yet.
a hint was that it's a hobby. It's probably a hobby that you're going to have when you're younger. I think the older you get, the less you're going to have this hobby. And if you're really good at it, sometimes you can make some money.
Lots of hints there. Well, y'all better figure it out because I've only got like a minute and a half and we're going to have to move on. So nobody will win.
I am in the 10%.
Holly's
Josh is not in the 40.
I'm not in the 40. Correct. Morning show. Morning show.
Shooting pool.
Shooting pool. Good guess.
That's a great
but not
guess.
it. Not it. Good try. Morning show.
Legos.
Legos?
Good try. Not it.
Can you make money off them?
I guess if you're good enough at anything, you make money.
Hmm.
I mean, they pay people to play video games now. All them years, my parents said I wasn't going to get nowhere playing video games, so I just could
You
have
should
kept
have
playing.
just stuck with it.
Morning show.
What about fishing?
Fishing?
Fishing. Good try. Not it. Morning show.
Playing poker.
Playing poker is a good try, but that's not it. Good try. Thanks for playing.
I've never played poker like with a group of people to sit. I played poker with you, but
Yeah.
just goofing off.
Well, we
But
used to get together and play with friends and play with quarters. I'd lose $15 in quarters in one night. It was terrible. Morning show.
Is it drawing pictures and stuff?
Drawing pictures and stuff. Good try, but no.
I'm like, look, that's literally what I'm doodling.
Oh, what's over here doodling? Yeah, hold up the microphone. Let everybody see.
I was showing the Facebook people.
728-1320. We need an answer. I'm overdue here. 40% of men have done this at some point in their life. 10% of women. It's a hobby. More likely to do this hobby as you're younger. And I mean younger, like 14, 15, up to probably 30.
Yeah.
And then maybe you still do it.
Although I didn't get into
Morning
it
show.
later.
Riding bicycles.
Riding bicycles. Not it. Good try. So you'll do this. Holly has done this. She's in the 10% of women who have done this. I am not in the 40% of men who have done it. I'll take one more try and then I'm out of time today. Good stat, Holly, today.
Thank you.
Good stat.
I had a good day all day.
And I don't think it's overly difficult. I just think we've not hit it. Haven't had a bell moment in a while. 40% of men have done this, or 10% of women. Morning show.
Puzzles.
Puzzles. Good try. Not it. Last call. Morning show. Turn your music down. Turn your radio down a little bit. Let me see if I can hear that one more time.
Like been in a band.
Be in a band is the right answer. You nailed it. What's your name?
Gavin.
Gavin. Gavin, have you ever been in a band?
No.
Can you play any instruments?
Oh, well, guitar, but that's it.
Little guitar. Okay. Well, congratulations. Winner today on Stupid Silly Stat. Come on by. I'm going to have you some tickets to Beach Bend Park here at the Unity Medical Center Studios. Okay?
All right, appreciate it.
Good job.
You. And to be clear, the Unity Medical Center Studios are on Oakdale Street. It's the sponsor of the studio. We're not actually at Unity Medical Center. We're at Thunder Radio. Playing
Was
a
it
band. Last call of the day. Being in a band.
Thunder Mifflin.
Thunder Mifflin Band. Yeah, the Thunder Mifflin Band.
We played the Dusty Elam benefit one year.
And then retired.
I'm going to play today. I'm going to go play the drums today.
Play them. Bang them drums, baby.
Yeah, because I got all my house cleaning done before I left this morning, so I got a little extra time.
No, how about that? All right. Congratulations to Gavin, a winner today. We've got more fun coming up. We got birthdays in a little bit and other stuff. Just give me a call at 728-1320 to turn in those birthdays anytime. We're here until 8:30. It's the Thunder Radio Morning Show.
This is Matt Harris at the Harris Law Firm here in Manchester, defending your rights and ready to fight. Call me anytime, 931-450-4656. Find me on the web, theharrisfirm.net, or look me up on Facebook.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better. Since 1975, we've helped countless Coffee County families build better homes, buy better cars, and bring better ideas and businesses to market. Has it been worth it? You better believe it, because that's banking you can believe in. Coffee County Bank. Believe in better. Find out more online at www.coffee.bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Headed out to the lake, headed out to the job site, wherever you're going today, it's going to be hot. You're going to need ice. Twice the Ice in Manchester's got you covered. Why should you go out of the way to Twice the Ice? Well, because it's like way cheaper. $2.50 for an 18-pound bag of ice. That's not, I didn't say it wrong. That's not a misprint or a misspeak. $2.50 for an 18-pound bag of ice. That's unreal deal. It's super easy at Twice the Ice of Manchester. It's a big, huge ice trailer in the Save-A-Lot Shopping Center in Manchester. 1260 Hillsborough Boulevard. It's right in front of Save-A-Lot in the Project Donuts parking lot area there. 1260 Hillsborough Boulevard at Twice the Ice of Manchester. You roll up, you put in your money, it spits out a bag full of ice. Super easy, super fast, and it's the best price in town. Twice the Ice of Manchester. Use that for your job sites today, all you construction crew folks, people headed to the lake. Make sure you got plenty of ice with Twice the Ice, Manchester.
Living in Tennessee, you know the value of good neighbors.
Tammy Huddy had a birthday yesterday. Let's get these birthdays.
Oh my word. Oh my word.
Monday's Misconnections or something else?
Yeah, Monday's Misconnection.
Tammy Huddy had a birthday yesterday. Tracy, go play the drums now so we can all enjoy. Yeah, you can go back here and bang the drums. They probably could hear it. Up here.
Really?
Probably. Anybody looking for a job? Great Lakes Cheese is hiring. Well, everybody's like, I need a job. I need a job. Who's hiring? And I'm like, Great Lakes Cheese is hiring. They pay good. And
pretty much everybody's hiring.
And everybody out there seems to like it. They just always seem to have new spots. But all their employees, when I talk to them, love it. So y'all get on there, greatlakscheese.com, click on careers and get started. Tell them Thunder Radio sent you, but it's not just an ad thing. They pay pretty good money, and everybody seems to be pretty happy. I think it's pretty chill out there.
I love cheese.
I think it stays cool in there. You may not do too good in there.
I try and eat cheese every day.
I wonder if you get to take some cheese home.
All feta, sharp cheddar, maybe my favorite. I like pepper jack. Have you ever had the everything bagel seasoning? They put it on everything now. It's called everything bagel. Are you paying attention?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was reading a text message about somebody, the girls that caught their hair on fire in Joe Pettigo's class, hairspray.
Oh. Yeah.
She said, I took Joe Pettigo for agriculture in high school. Do you know how many girls caught their hair on fire? In my day, the hairspray was early 90s. So
I've caught my hair on fire before. Singed my bangs. I was leaning over too far.
So back to what you were saying. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your story.
I don't even know what I was talking about.
Okay.
So your current dental and fiber customer.
Everything bagel.
Everything, but no, I've never heard it.
It started out with like seasoning that went on a bagel, but now they're putting that seasoning on lots of things, like everything cashews I had, and they were really good.
I wonder what's in it. The seasoning.
It's
like what the ingredients in the seasoning.
Let's see. Everything bagel.
Yeah, we were a little late today getting to the stat. I got to do better with the kids back in school. We got to get that started a little earlier.
It's got poppy seeds, black seeds, sesame seeds, garlic, and onion.
She said my go-to for smoked cream cheese.
Is everything bagel?
Must be.
Is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
I know a 2-hour show is a long time. So if you don't get to catch all of the morning show, if you join us late or you're with us early and you got to leave to go to work or drive, I get it, and you can turn us on the radio or whatever. But if you miss some of the show, a couple of different ways to catch the show again. Apple or Spotify, our podcast is there, so you can search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly and give us a subscribe there. It doesn't cost you anything, but just click subscribe and it'll send you a little notification saying, hey, we've got new content. Or you can rewatch the show anytime on Facebook or YouTube. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly. We'd love to have you rewatch the shows there. Share it. Tell your friends about it. We'd love to have you. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, Josh.
All right, so we've got Monday's Misconnections here, and then birthdays after that. Am I right?
You're right. You're working so hard over there. All right, this first misconnection is titled Pink Princess.
Oh.
It says, you and your friend came into the Dollar General at Hurricane Mills, buying spaghetti sauce, pizza rolls, and garlic bread. I was standing behind you in line, and we encountered each other several times in the store. You were looking, and so was I. Just wanted to say that you were very attractive, pink shirt with the pink Hey Dudes to match. That sounds like a princess outfit.
Pink Hey Dudes.
And yeah.
I like Hey Dudes, though.
They're very comfy.
I feel like they're a little overpriced. But
they're good quality, though.
Yeah, no, they are.
You're rough on them.
Yeah, I wear them at first.
At first, there's a nice pair of shoes.
At first, I wore them kind of as dressy, not dress shoes, but kind of like just with my dress shorts or whatever. Now I just kind of wear them around wherever they're filthy.
This next one happened at Chuck E. Cheese. That's where you're destined to find your true love.
Right.
Remember when it was called Showbiz Pizza? Showbiz Pizza.
I do remember going to Showbiz Pizza. Man, them big mechanical.
Oh, they were scary.
Yeah, I know.
They were playing the drums and the guitar.
And big mechanical mice or whatever they were.
So gorilla, big purple gorilla.
They still have that? Probably not. I've not been to Chuck E. Cheese, Holly, and how old am I? 38. I'll be 38.
Have we never been
week.
together?
No.
Because I've taken the kids.
I didn't go.
Oh, okay.
I found a way out of that. I've probably not been to Chuck E. Cheese in almost 30 years.
That's sad.
No, it is not. I'm not going.
So this next misconnection was at Chuck E. Cheese. Said, had no idea how to ask for your number in that situation. Felt as if we both wanted to figure that out. Thanks for all the extra points. You're a female. I'm a male. You're from Franklin. So,
buddy, she's 12. So
we need to flag this.
Yeah, somebody. What's happening there? I just I don't know that that's the place you're gonna find true love.
I don't know. Maybe you're a single dad.
What's
maybe
somebody
you're
from Franklin doing in Chuck E. Cheese? Don't they have something a little
very
fancier?
highbrow.
Don't they have a fancier kind?
It would be what's fancier than Chuck E. Cheese? Charles
M.
Gouda.
There you go. Charles M. Gouda.
Okay, so this next one was in Murfreesboro. Maybe you go to the gym in Murfreesboro. I don't know why you would. Snap Fitness is right here, but maybe you do. Saw a gym. I'm sorry. Reading is hard. Saw at gym. You're a female. I'm a male. Saw you at the gym this morning, and we worked out next to each other at least once.
Oh my gosh.
We smiled.
I
walked around at the same time, and I wish I had said hello.
So we've talked about this a bunch on here about my gym conversations with the opposite sex are complete cringe. And I don't want to have gym conversation with anybody. I managed to go in there and not talk to anybody. I average.
You're not supposed to talk to anybody.
I average 0.7 words per gym visit. Occasionally it's a hello to somebody who says hello to me. I go in there and I work out and I leave. But the other day I did have, I think
What about the time that guys come over and ask you for advice?
There was the time that guy came over and asked me for advice.
How's my form look? And Josh was
there was
like,
the one time the guy that he dropped the weight on his chest and I just kind of watched him for a while. And then I ran over and fixed it.
Josh?
I didn't mean to. I didn't go as fast as I probably should have.
Well, anyway, I'm not surprised.
So he, So anyway, the other day I don't think I've ever spoken to a woman in the gym though. Ever.
Yeah.
And I mean ever. I'm really trying to think about that because I know that sounds extreme, but I hear these stories and they're so cringe, and Holly's like, no, I don't want to talk to anybody. So I'm like, all right. I don't want them to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I will not look their way. I'll
Sure.
be bench pressing looking the other way. I won't even look ahead. Like I'm just if I'm doing a pull down and there's a girl on the machine in front of me, because I'll just look this way.
You go get a creak in your neck.
I know.
Pull something.
Because there's sometimes you're set up in a way where you're looking towards straight ahead, and they're at a machine straight ahead. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
So you're trying to look through it, but I'll just look to the side. Well, the other day there was a girl. I noticed that she was behind me, and I was headed to the cardio equipment.
Okay.
And I could tell that's probably where she was headed. I've seen her over there before, and I was like, she's probably headed over to get on this cardio equipment. So as I was going to get on, there's nobody on any of the treadmills.
Yeah.
So I stopped, and then I turned. I was going to let her pick hers first.
Oh, that's
and then I
gentlemanly.
would get on another one because I figured she wanted the one in the back corner. That's usually where people want to go.
Yeah.
And so I kind of stopped, and then she almost ran into me because she wasn't looking. And I was like, "Oh, so are you getting on one of these?" And she was like, "Oh no, thanks. But I'm going to get on one of these." She was getting an elliptical.
Okay.
But I was like, "That's the most amount of talking I've done to a female in the gym."
She's like, this guy.
Trying to meet cute here.
Yeah, meet cute.
And she's
are you getting on this treadmill?
And she's a solid 20 years younger than me. So no.
Shoot your shot, buddy.
She's probably 19 or 20. I was just trying to be nice.
Well, that's a first.
I'm a kind person. I don't know why people don't think that.
Josh was in an email thread, and he forwarded it to Tiffany. She was.
Well, it was me messaging a person, and at a certain point, I needed to get her involved in that.
Yeah.
So I just forwarded her the message.
Yeah.
But she read the whole thread, like a nosy person.
That you sent it to her.
Well, I mean, I sent it to her to read the most recent message. She didn't have to read the whole
if you
thread.
want to read what you want, send what you want her to read, man. She was just surprised at how cordial and nice you were.
No, actually, she called and she said, "When do I get to meet this kiss bleep Josh Peterson that apparently exists? I've never seen this side of you."
Me either.
So I'm just being polite.
I guess I need to walk towards a treadmill.
No, you need to have advertising money to spend.
Did she?
The person that I was.
Oh, I
no,
meant
not
the girl
her.
in the gym.
No, I was just trying to be nice.
Yeah, that's all. I'm trying to get some of that nice. That's all.
I'm nice to you.
He's the worst.
Stop telling people that. You get people believing that stuff, and they get all rallied up against me, and they go around telling people
they should.
He's awful to her. And then it's you know how the games are. He hits her. You know
what?
That's what happens. You said that he's awful. He's hitting her. He's mean. You got to stop that, Holly.
Oh no, you are hateful.
I can be. It depends on my mood, and you can tell pretty quick what mood I'm in.
It's usually hateful.
Anything else here on misconnections? Are we done?
Are we out of time?
We're out of time.
Okay, yeah.
So there's no other misconnections. Common Job Brewing Company's closed today and tomorrow, but they'll be back open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner starting on Wednesday. If you've not made it by Common John for breakfast yet, I highly recommend you at least try it. They start serving at 8 a.m. What?
Nothing.
They start serving at 8 a.m. And you can get you a breakfast burrito, a scrambled egg power bowl. They got some just meat biscuits down there too. Always some good things. And they've got really good coffee. They're not just brewing up beer. They have their own Common John brand coffee. You can get some, try it out. If you like it, you can buy it by the bag. Get on down there at 210 Woodbury Highway, online at commonjohnbc.com. Birthdays are next.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in Manchester. This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment.
You think the Tommy Killer one is dumb?
Holly, either one of them works.
I know they work. I know. I made them. They work. I get it. I want to know which one you prefer.
Did you like? Does the first one have his name on it at all?
No.
Well, can you put his name on it? Use the second one. Use the second one. It's fine.
You don't like the Tommy Killer.
Well, we'll use it now.
I have the other one.
Use it.
No, I won't use it.
Post it.
I won't.
It's people might like it.
I don't want it to be dorky. I don't want it to like
cheesy.
Cheesy. I don't want it to be cheesy.
Well, post the first one. They're both really good.
I knew it. I knew that's what you wanted.
You can't win with her.
His name's Tommy Miller, the boy. Tommy Miller. So I have his name on the video. But the M drops and then in comes a K and it turns red and it says Tommy Killer. I better not.
Go with your gut.
Somebody will get offended.
Post the first one. Here I'm trying to expand the company and do things around here, and I got to babysit Holly on minor decisions. Just post that thing and own it. Whichever one.
Have you started on working on the starting lineup videos yet for the Jumbotron?
No.
No.
Why do you need me to?
I'm done.
Well, I don't need to do that right now.
I'm done with my. Heaven forbid we work ahead.
I got plenty other things to work ahead on. I'll get to it. It's not priority A. Priority A is get the broadcast ready.
What do you lack?
Well, I'm going to get you the commercials today, so we know the audio for the videos, and then I got to get the shit.
Just.
Then I need to check and see what commercials need to be replaced. Who needs new content on that today?
Are they all 30 minutes? Seconds?
Yeah, they're all 30s. For football. A 30-minute spot's pretty expensive. We'll play that when if we're mercy ruling somebody or we're getting mercy ruled. We'll cut on that 30-minute spot. Pay programming. Here we go. Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Calling those birthdays, 728-1320 or 728-3526. I would love to hear from you. Cut out on me, scared me. Thought something was the matter, but pushed a button. What was that?
Top of the hour.
Yeah, top of the hour. That's what it was. All right, look at you. You knowing things over there. What's the top of the hour glitch? All right, 728-1320. At the end of the day, we'll draw for a piece of birthday pie. It's a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. And then at the end of the week, we draw for a grand prize, a birthday cake from the Manchester Food Lion. But you cannot win if your name is not on my list. So you got to call those in and get on there. Let's look at the weekend birthdays. Saturday, August the 3rd, Xander Deal, happy birthday to you. Jakari Watts turned 1, and Wendy Patton had a birthday on Saturday. So happy birthday to all those folks. We'll draw for a pie later today, and you can still add your Saturday birthdays. Sunday, I've got Tammy Huddy. Happy birthday to Tammy Huddy. And Monday, I've got Belinda Deal on the list. That's all I got, though. Kind of a light weekend for birthdays. So we can add to it, 728-1320. What?
I just saw one of the guesses for the stat today. It was wax their backs.
Was that on the Facebook?
Yeah.
Or I didn't see that one.
40% of men, 10% of women have done this in their life.
I have not
the guess
waxed
was wax my back.
Anything.
Their back.
I'm not waxing anything.
Before Josh and I got married, I had my friend gifted me with a gift certificate to go get waxed, and I can't explain the level of pain. I walked out with tears in my eyes.
She quit.
People pay money.
She quit mid-wax, didn't you? Didn't you just leave?
No, I didn't. I couldn't. You can't just leave lopsided.
She was like Steve Carell. He left with that smiley face on his chest.
No, but I'll tell you, I was sweating so hard when I got up off the table. I was stuck to the paper. It got up with me. I was pouring sweat. I can't believe people get that done on the regular. Anywho, I don't have any celeb birthdays.
No celeb birthdays. Okay, well, we're at the top of the hour. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. We're switching gears now as we head on over to the final 30 minutes. We're financed by New Haven Mortgage. It's going to be a hot day today. I don't know where you're headed. Maybe you're going to the lake, enjoying yourself out there. Maybe you're headed out to do some work outside. You're going to be outdoors all day. You need ice. Twice the Ice of Manchester can help there in the Save-A-Lot Shopping Center. 18-pound bag for just $2.50. I didn't misspeak. $2.50 for an 18-pound bag of ice. Open 24/7, twice the Ice Manchester, and the Save a Lot Shopping Center.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios.
We're your friends. We're your neighbors. Locally owned and operated. Thunder Radio. WMSR Manchester.
Oh, yeah. News break.
Dana said that
I see that.
Kimmer, I don't remember them.
I don't either.
But he does have a nickname for me that he calls me, and it's Pookie.
Little Pook.
He calls me Pook.
Little Pook Pook.
Hey, Pook.
But I'm the worst. I'm just the worst. Josh, the worst.
You are worse.
It's awful. What are we talking about here?
I don't know, man. We can talk about. Yeah, we'll do this one.
Politics.
Sorta.
Okay. Is it Olympic stuff? Because I'm not caught up on any of the Olympics.
No.
Okay. Like I see all the complaining and moaning. I'm not really caught up on the Olympics, so I don't want to form an opinion on it without having seen any of it.
No, it's not about Olympics. It's about a new law in Louisiana.
It's about what now?
Louisiana, they're a new law.
Down in Louisiana.
I don't know if you call it a law. Maybe.
I went down to Louisiana. I stayed in Slidell, right across there from Lake Pontchartrain. How's my Louisiana accent? Not good.
No. You sounded more.
I saw where Lindsey Graham has proposed war with Iran. I saw where Iran is possibly weeks away from being nuclear active and launching something on Israel. I'll just probably go home and just chill in my pool till it's over. If that's the case.
Lindsey Graham, the preacher?
Lindsey Graham, the representative. You're thinking of Billy Graham. Their pizza is good. They must be talking about Chuck E. Cheese. Now, I've not watched any of the Olympics. I don't watch a lot of live sports anymore. I watch college football on Saturdays, and that's about it. You know, I used to watch everything. I can't really watch the Braves. I listen to the Braves a lot on the radio. I can't really watch them anymore because of Bally and their BS, and I don't get them on Hulu TV. And then I don't watch. I watch some NFL. I watch the Titans on Sundays, but I watch college football on Saturdays all day. That's what I want to do, and that's about it for my sports now. I don't really watch.
When does college football start?
Weekend of Labor Day.
So not until September.
The 30th, maybe. And that's another thing. I used to know when Tennessee played. I knew all the and I knew the schedule. I knew the recruiting. I still watch it, but I'm just too old for this. The NIL stuff and the transfer portal has just ruined it for me. I'm just like, I want to watch the games because it's still there's still the atmosphere and stuff, but it's just not the same anymore.
Did you eat some of my crackers?
I had a couple packs. They were good.
I can't have nothing.
We got to start bringing food up here. Because what happens is I get off the morning show and I have all this. I'm going to be productive. And I get off the morning show, do swap shop, and I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry. And then I want to leave and go get something to eat. And then I'm not as productive as I should be. So
I have a lot of calories in these. Not that bad. 5 grams of protein, 200 calories. The Munchies brand, I feel like, are the best. They're better than the Lance ones.
Munchies are better. Not even debatable.
I got the Munchies.
Not even debatable. Craig Northcott, speaking of the munchies, said Friday on Connecting Coffee County, he felt like that cannabis would be legal across the country within 5 years.
Oh. Well, maybe that'll calm everybody down.
We need
Kumbaya.
It's like legal Xanax. Peanut butter and honey ones are the goat.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh,
I think
a little honey on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is good.
I thought these had honey on them.
They might, because I've been craving them things. We've officially turned into that couple who sits on the back of the porch and talks to our hummingbirds. That's what we do now.
Studies show that 9 out of 10 Manchester residents listen to the Thunder Radio Morning Show. The 10th guy? He doesn't even have a radio. Thunder Radio.
Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. They can get you into the home of your dreams. They got in-house underwriters, which means interest rates, or not interest rates, but savings passed along to you. Learn more at newhavenmtg.com. They can even help with a cash-out refinance, do some work around your property. NMLS 1477317. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, Josh.
We're here until 8:30 today. We've been going at it since 6:30. Plenty of ways to watch or catch the show. Over on Facebook, you can watch YouTube. We got a lot of folks on YouTube today, the tubers. And we have some folks on Instagram today, too. And glad that they're with us. You can also listen AM 1320, FM 1079. If you're over toward Tullahoma, FM 106.7. Glad to hook you up. We've been getting more and more Tullahoma folks, which is cool.
Yeah.
I know that because then I got Tullahoma mayoral candidates wanting to advertise with me. So I'm like, oh, they're catching on over there. Because they must really not care about how much trash I talk about Tullahoma. To be fair, I don't talk a lot of trash about Tullahoma anymore. I've been pretty nice to them. It's McMinnville that I can't.
Don't get that started.
can't
Lord of
handle
mercy.
those
I don't
people.
want to deal with that.
Can't handle them. All right, Ollie, what are we doing?
Did you see the story that Louisiana becomes the first state to legalize surgical castration for child rapists?
Is that real?
That is real. So Louisiana became the first state that can order a child rapist to have their testicles removed if the victim is under 13. The law, which went into effect on August the 1st, only applies to the offender if they're over 17. So, additionally,
I wish I knew this on Friday because we were talking about this on Connecting Coffee County.
Oh, yeah.
There was a new law in the state of Tennessee that you can now, for certain cases, for aggravated rape, children under 13, the death penalty is on the table for that here in
Okay.
Tennessee. So they've increased penalties for that here. I think it's mandatory life in there. So some point, don't hold me to that. I don't have it in front of me, but so there are increased penalties for that here. But I wish I knew that thing because I've been like, well, why don't we work on this one too? Let's do that.
So the law already allowed judges to issue an order of chemical castration, but some circumstances where the convicted offender might not qualify for the procedure, it would be.
I'm all about this.
It'll be up to the judge to decide if the person should be surgically castrated.
I think it should be surgical, and I think there should be no pain medication or anesthesia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Town Square.
There's no.
I don't have a lot of, by a lot, I mean none, patience for that. Town Square, no.
No patience. Not.
Yeah, I said by none. I've said by very little. I mean none. I have none patience. Town Square, no anesthesia, no pain medication. Let's just handle it right here. Best of luck to you. Trey said, I'm for it. Save money. Use the same surgical tools for everyone.
Next. It's a shame that happens so often. It has
way more often than you realize.
So gosh, it is sickening and tears my stomach up to hear things like that.
Well, I was asking about when I had Craig Northcott on Friday and had Garth Seagraves on too, a defense attorney. I was asking, I said, well, how people think that may not happen often, or maybe if it happens, it doesn't happen around here, but it does. And they said, yeah, you're looking at probably at least 1 to 2 of those cases a month come for the grand jury.
Gracious.
You know, and I was like, that's nuts to me. They won't have any of those anymore.
That's just the cases they know about.
Oh, right, and that's what they said. They said that's just what you know about where victims don't come forward.
It's probably just a fraction.
There's not enough evidence, things like that. So those are just the ones where we can bring. You know, so it's heartbreaking. But this is a good start. I
wonder.
What's funny to me is I wonder what the left's reaction is here, because they're all about using those things for kids. You know, I just have a feeling they'll just be up in arms about it.
I didn't.
You'll be able to tell their reaction by just reading CNN's article on it, or NPR, or MSNBC. Go find them and just kind of see the tone, and then you'll be able to tell how they think.
I got this one from Channel 4.
A little bit, which they picked that up from the AP. They didn't write that.
Right. I know, but. So I don't know if CNN and all them even have this story.
Okay, well, here you go. I found the reaction of the left. It didn't take me long.
Okay.
I found the NPR story.
Okay.
I found the NPR story. The passage of the bill in Louisiana, sorry, I had to say it like that, has grabbed headlines and caused ripples of consternation among criminal defense lawyers, advocates, and medical experts, raising serious concerns about the ethics and constitutionality of the law and questions over whether this punishment would actually make a difference in reducing sex crimes. It would too. If they didn't have anything to do it with, there would be no more sex crimes. How would it reduce? How would it not reduce it? Well, Bill didn't do that no more. You know why? Because he can't. It's very confusing, and it is a quote from Gwyneth O'Neill. It's very confusing in addition to being absolutely unprecedented, draconian, and overkill.
Excuse me,
there you
overkill?
Go.
Are you?
I told you. I
can't imagine
didn't have to
anybody
even
would be opposed to something bad happening to a child rapist. Are you kidding me?
I didn't have to look. I didn't even have to look this up to tell you what they were going to think about it. I told you first, then I found it. I should be on Bongino's show.
It's not like this. It clearly states someone under the age of 13 being raped by someone over the age of 17. It's not like they're castrating people for statutory rape, like an 18-year-old boy and a 17-year-old girl or something like that. Like, oh yeah, we're going to castrate him. That's not the situation. These are horrible, horrible things.
Heinous crimes
happening, and
heinous crimes deserve.
Might be too hard on them. I guess they'll think. Maybe they'll take that into consideration. Well, I really like my parts.
I was bringing that up I brought that up to Craig Friday. I said, well, I'm not saying you shouldn't have harsh punishments. You should have harsh punishments, but I just feel like somebody who is a child rapist is not going to look at it and say, well, the death penalty is on the table now, so I'm not going to do it. They're still going to do it. You know, the criminals are going to be criminals. I think you have those laws in place. And that's what he was saying. He said, but life in prison keeps them from doing it again.
Yeah.
He said, you're not going to stop. There's no deterrent. The deterrent isn't, well, they won't do that now because there is this punishment on the table. They're probably still going to do their crimes.
They're trying not to get caught.
They're trying to not get caught. But if you have it as if you keep them in jail forever, they ain't doing it again.
Yeah.
You know, when they get out in 15 years, they're going to do it again.
Yeah.
You know, they generally are, when you get into that kind of behavior, that's going to continue.
Yeah.
So that's the deterrent. And that's the thing here. They're probably still going to do it, but they ain't going to do it again. I don't think it'll deter anything. Are you serious? It may not deter it originally, but it will stop it. That person won't do it again. Not unless it grows back or something. I don't know.
What do they think?
I don't know much about the chemical castration.
They think this is like a hungry person that's stealing a loaf of bread to feed the family and going to cut off their hands because they stole bread. No, it's not the case.
Tracy, what's the time gap before this can be completed post-conviction? Again, that's another thing. It's probably going to be, I mean, how long before they can actually do that? I don't know, man. I'm pretty eager to see how that works. The The law as written targets offenders found guilty of aggravated sex crimes. I mean, you're talking about aggravated sex crimes, not like
I'm sorry,
how
I
they
think
said.
they're all aggravated.
Yeah, but this is like over the top, completely heinous sex crimes, including rape, incest, molestation against a child under 13.
I don't see the problem here.
I have no problem. But I told you they would. I told you that the extreme left would be like, whoa, we can't be. But you can give these to 12-year-old kids who decide they want to be another sex. Because 12-year-olds make good decisions. I don't care if they're 16 or 17. Have you seen the decision making of 16 and 17-year-old? Yeah.
I didn't start making good decisions till I was about 26.
About 26, 27. I felt like I settled into making some comments and stuff. I go back and look at my Facebook posts from prior to 27, 28, just cringe city.
I want to fight myself from,
Yeah, if I could go back and fight 24-year-old me, I'd just beat the hell out of me.
I would too.
Probably. Tracy, I think it's fair the procedure be delayed 5+ years. They're going to be locked up for this type of crime anyway. I agree. But kids do lie. So something has to be in place to make sure. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You've got to be, it has to be an airtight case, man. It's kind of like the death penalty. It better be an airtight case there.
Consent.
I'm not a good juror for as much as I'm a tough on crime person. I'm a tough on crime. Because if I think you're guilty, then you're guilty. Because I'm not a good juror.
Josh is always like, there's not enough proof, or that's not beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, I'm not a good juror for the prosecution. I am, because I'm.
Well, that's somebody's life.
That's somebody's life, and I'm very safe in that. Like when I watch a lot of these crime shows, I'm like, well, to me, that's enough. That's enough. You can get reasonable doubt in my mind pretty quick. Yeah. So if I think you're guilty, then you did it. I mean, there's no doubt if I have no doubt, then that person is beyond guilty.
I think Josh watches the shows to try and see if the defense attorneys really prove
where if they can put reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
Talking about the prosecution proves, or the defense can cast reasonable doubt.
Yeah, that one.
And usually, you can tell if they're guilty when the defense's main thing is, well, so-and-so could have done it. They don't really talk about Billy here who did it. They're like, well, what about John over there? They didn't look at John. I don't like whatever the name of that defense is, or what's a word for it.
And I just want to add, women who
scream rape and it didn't happen.
Yes.
You castrate them too.
I have a son, and we
had to have a talk with him about that.
Absolutely you do. You have
about
to
the
talk.
Positions you put yourself in.
He's 19 now. We've had discussions, and you
better be very careful.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. So anyway, I'm all about it. But yeah, I mean, clearly there has to be a delay in that, and you have to make sure all appeals are exhausted. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying let's just drag them out of the house. And I mean, I get it. That'd be a big mistake, wouldn't it?
Whoops. Sorry, Charles. Here's these back.
We kept it frozen. I can do something with that. Thunder Radio Morning Show, financed by New Haven Mortgage. I want to tell you, I'll get you a full weather forecast here. So we're going to be hot all week, really summer-like weather this week. Going to be around 92 today, 93 tomorrow and Wednesday, around 90 on Thursday, and overnight lows right around 70 every night. Sunny skies, no rain really in the forecast. Some patchy fog in the morning, just a really typical summer pattern we're going to hit for the next week at least. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. Spiders, termites, fleas, ants, mosquitoes are bad this time of year, but not if you have Patent Pest Control on your side. And the good deal is about Patent Pest Control is he's affordable. B, there's no contract obligation, so you don't have to sign up for 2 years of pest control just to get some mosquitoes gone from your house. Call Tyler Patton today at 931-247-0781. That's Patent Pest Control.
New Haven Mortgage features experienced lenders with over 60 years in the business, making New Haven Mortgage your trusted local partner in home ownership. Our seasoned team brings a wealth of experience to help you navigate the mortgage landscape with confidence.
Holly's one bottle of water deep. Can't rush justice. Yeah, I agree. But I don't like the response of the left that is like, this is draconian. Well, maybe we need a little draconian.
I'm gonna have to Google draconian later.
It's old, like
Outdated.
Outdated.
practice.
Yeah. Like hanging on the town square kind of stuff. I'm like, well,
Run that.
somebody tell him earlier in court said, talk all the trash. Or make me envelope, I don't know.
What I love about Court is he is loyal.
Oh, dude is loyal.
I love loyalty.
Trey wants to know about these steaks. I think he missed the steak talk earlier.
Let me tell you what I did, Trey. I took them out of the fridge and I let them get room temperature. I took the the grinder of salt and pepper. Oh, first I tenderized it. Get out of it. Rub the salt and pepper into it real good, into the meat. Put it's this little bit of garlic salt. I put it on there. Let them get room temperature. And before we put them on the grill, I put butter all over them. And Josh cooked them. He got them out, put them in the aluminum foil, and let them rest for 5 minutes. It was good.
What did they resting? They were solid.
They were ribeyes. I like a sirloin.
Thunder Radio.
But they were good.
Yes, shop still come on.
It comes on at 8:30 or about 8:31, and then goes off at 8:45.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Kevin. SPG. What does that mean? Is that a word for what we did? SPG. Nice. The rest, that's the first time we did the rest. That made a big difference. It heated up more in there than I thought. They warmed up quite a bit.
SPG means Simon Property Group Incorporated.
Salt, pepper, garlic.
Oh.
I like good acronyms, though. Well, I love that stuff. I'll just come up with random stuff like that all the time. Like, it's mad at me. Salt, pepper, garlic.
No, he'll be like, who wants to WTD? Who wants to go WTD? Walk the dog. We don't know what he's talking about.
Crop Squad, FNC, double time. What does that mean? Crisis Management Squad, front and center, trust as fast as you normally go. It's the office. You know what's hard? Coming up with business names. Because you come up with business names, we were tinkering with that.
Do it. Try and think of a business name.
Thinking of business name, and then to incorporate, but to not copy somebody else.
You can't copy somebody else. It has to be something that when someone looks at the name, they're going to know exactly what your business is.
Yeah.
But you also want to leave room to grow. Maybe you sell clothes at first, but eventually you want to sell
everything.
Hair care.
Like for us here, we're radio, but we want to do more web and digital things, and we want to take the broadcasting out of it or whatever. I don't know. Trey said 4 to 8 degree increase on rest usually. 4 to 8 degree increase on rest. Yeah, I should have read that. I knew it would go up some, but ours went up about 7 to 8. Like it went up on the upper end of that. Because I took mine out at about 146, 147, hoping for about 150, and then it was about 157. I was like, well.
They were good.
Oh, no, they were still good. No. And the good news is most people at my place want them well done anyway, which I don't know why. I want mine medium to medium well. And then to ride that medium to touch over, maybe about 145, 148. That's where I like mine.
Pretty good.
They were really good. I was pretty impressed with them. Comfortable enough to serve them to people. Like before, I'm like, I don't want people to come over and eat steak. Like they're gonna be disappointed.
Friends over. He's like, no, we can't.
They can't eat this food. But now I'm like, I'd serve them that. That's going to do it for us today. Thanks for hanging out with us on the morning show. Morning show over to Finance by New Haven Mortgage. I want to tell you about our friends at Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop. So they've got their bakery, the ice cream shop. It's all kind of moved into one area at 210 North Irwin Street. They're closed today and tomorrow, but they'll be back open on Wednesday. Talk to them about catering, special order baked goods. You can call them anytime at 723-2491. Otherwise, be ready to stop in Wednesday morning because they got grab-and-go breakfast now, and that's in the Cafe as well. 210 North Irwin Street for the Mercantile. Grab-and-go breakfast starts at 7 a.m. sharp. So get on by and see them. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Catch replays of the show on Apple and Spotify. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly. You can also rewatch the show on Facebook and YouTube. Search for The Morning Show with Josh. Search for Thunder Radio there. And just find us. Give us likes, follows, and subscribes. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. The more, the merrier. Big thanks to Dr. Van Winkle, New Haven Mortgage, for making the show happen. All of our listeners and viewers, we do appreciate you. We'll be back at it tomorrow, and we'll try to do better then from 6:30 until 8:30. Swap and Shop coming up next. At 9 o'clock, it's Behind the Wheel with Wyatt. 10 o'clock, it is Rick and Bubba. 12 o'clock, Dan Bongino. 3 o'clock, Connecting Coffee County. I'll be in for Tiffany today. And no Braves tonight, so get the Ramsey Show at 6. Holly, good show.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye, y'all.